folks, we have a whiteboard, and I used it today. Just briefly, is there anyone in the room who's never heard of the Eightfold Path? Okay, great. The Eightfold Path is just a shorthand for 8 areas of human life that the Buddha thought were really important. And if you look at them, you can see these are important areas of human experience and human life. Views, which contains opinions, ideas, belief systems. Intention, self-explanatory. Our speech, our actions, our livelihood, the way we approach effort, diligence, mindfulness, and concentration. These are 8 areas that the Buddha felt like were the field, were the arena to practice a life of increasing kindness, wisdom, and insight. This is called the Eightfold Path, and it just indicates it's a path of 8 parts, like this is the 8 parts of a flourishing human life according to the Buddha. These 8 things, traditionally from the very beginning of the path, from what we call Buddhism, the Dharma, were divided up into 3 groups. Wisdom, conduct, and this word's a little funny. No language has a one-to-one translation to any other language. That's just the way language works. Even when I say the word apple, every single person in the room is going to have a different idea in their head of what that means, or what that tastes like, or even what color it is, or how you would use it. So similarly, this word samadhi is one of those really kind of beautiful words that is like a Pandora's box. You can keep unpacking and unpacking and unpacking, and all kinds of stuff comes out. But today I decided to call it stability or tranquility or ... But these 3, what are called the 3 trainings, are just ways of organizing our life, and organizing our life towards awakening, towards cultivating a good human life, a flourishing human life. And I was reflecting on a previous talk. I gave a talk recently about letting go, and there was a part that I didn't include, but it was like interesting to me, it was alive for me. One very great teacher in the Thai forest tradition, named Ajahn Chah, he liked to say that the whole path is nothing but letting go. There's no part of awakening that isn't letting go. He used to say something like, let go a little, get a little peace. Let go a lot, get a lot of peace. Let go completely, get complete peace. Do everything with a heart that lets go, he would say. And a lot of us have a strange relationship to that phrase, let go. It can sound like get rid of, it can sound like do away with. But letting go for the Buddha and the teachers that came after him is less like, done with that, especially when we're considering that the things we're letting go of are our own habitual tendencies, our own heart, our own feelings, our own thoughts. And letting go is less that and more noticing that I'm chewing on something. Is there anyone in the room that chews on things in their life, in their heart, in their mind? Yeah, I'm the #1 offender. I'm still having arguments with people that person hopefully has completely forgotten about that argument we had 30 years ago. And I'm still remembering, I should have said this. And I'm playing this little psychodrama in my head. I'm chewing on something. Doesn't do them any good, doesn't do me any good. And even if I want to continue reflecting on it as a place to kind of think about life and my values, I'm chewing on it in an unskillful way. I'm causing myself suffering and stress. And I could just do that. Oh, what is this thing? Oh, That's that argument I had with that person. That was hard. Yeah. And I can even set it there for now. And pick it up when it's useful. That's the way everything is. Ajahn Chah again would say things like, the mind or awareness is for knowing a thing. Remember the words, the Buddha is a title, just meaning the one who woke up, or the one who knows. We are all that Buddha. We are the one who knows. We have experiences and we know them. Oh, I like that, I didn't like that. That was nice, that was not so nice, that was hard, that was easy. Experience is constantly flowing. The only problem happens when we try to grab on to experience and chew and turn it into something and fabricate. You know where I'm going with that. So, anyway, I was reflecting that these three trainings, which are absolutely the core of the Buddha's teachings, cultivating wisdom, taking care of our conduct, being an ethical agent in the world, and cultivating tranquility, samadhi, the heart-mind at peace, at rest. These are actually just three different ways of letting go. And I was thinking about how sila, or conduct, ethical conduct, could look like a very active thing and a hard thing. I think a lot of us have probably had experience with maybe the religious tradition of our parents, and maybe we got a certain moral message or moral judgment we didn't really care for. But sila is more about setting yourself some really simple ethical guidelines. And the very first of them is not taking is not destroying another life. I'll leave that for you to work that out. Things like not taking what is not offered, not causing harm with our romantic or sexual energy or relationships, not practicing false speech, not lying, not gossiping, and being careful of our heedfulness, not becoming prey to heedlessness under the effect of intoxicants. How these are observed is up for every single human to figure out in their own life. But they reflect a way of being in the world where we can start to notice, am I getting hooked by something here or there? And can I let go of it? And for me, my number one problem is my big mouth. I'm always this close to popping off of the mouth and causing a fair amount of stress around it. So just noticing, and you know, you've probably seen on Instagram or somewhere these this kind of the three gates of the mouth. Is it useful? Is it kind? Anybody else help me with the third? Necessary. Damn, y'all, I really do need help with that. Thank you, I appreciate that. So just setting ourselves some simple guidelines for how we will live an ethical life. And for some reason it occurs to me, the number of times the Buddha talks about how to cultivate a powerful meditation practice, how to cultivate a practice that leads to awakening. And you know what the number one thing he says to people, the number one instruction for technique? Anybody? Basically, don't be a jerk. Have good conduct. Because a heart is calm when it's not weighed down or stirred up by bad conduct. And I say things like bad and good just because it's less words than, or less syllables than skillful. But you could think of it in any number of ways. Kind. Is my conduct kind? Does my conduct lead to a softness and a settledness of heart? So I just wanted to think about the way sila, or our conduct, leads directly to this letting go. Think about the way we can be in the world not taking what is not offered, not abusing or oppressing others, but rather watching our own conduct. What is the wise, kind thing to do in this instance? And that's mysterious, and that's for you to figure out. And never forget that you are included in this formula. What's the next wise, kind thing you can do for yourself? I don't know why this is probably hard for tender-hearted, sensitive-minded people like us. This is something that comes up a lot, where people are like, what if someone's hurting me, or what if someone's abusing me? A boundary is that place where your love for yourself and your love for that other person can meet in harmony. You are included in the set of all beings. You are no stranger here. You are part of this world. And really, you can only truly take care of yourself, truly speaking. You can't make someone do the right thing. You don't know how your actions will necessarily affect someone else. So taking care of oneself, taking care of others, doing what is wise and kind is a way of being in this world in an open-hearted, open-handed way. Not detached, which is aversion, not taking, which is clinging, but holding in this open way. And of course that leads directly to there. It's hard to sit with a heart that's agitated. And then same thing with wisdom. Wisdom, like, is it kind? Is it true? Is it necessary? That's wise. That's wisdom. And sometimes I don't want to do the right thing, or the kind thing, or the necessary thing. But I can reflect on times when I didn't and how hard it was for me. And then the wise thing is the kind thing. And then finally, I just wanted to mention your practice on the cushion and out there is the place to experiment. Your life is your laboratory. And just try it out. I have a hard time talking to people, strange I know, I have a hard time talking to people that I don't have a reason to talk to. When my wife and I walk through the neighborhood and she says hello to someone and says, I like your shirt, it's profoundly disconcerting to me. And I know she's like friendly like that. It's wonderful, and I wish I was too. But you would probably have to pay me money to have me talk to a stranger in a building or on a walk. I'm always afraid I'm going to scare them. Or like they're going to think I'm weird and they're going to, be worried that I'm, I don't know. So anyway, if it's safe, if it's kind, see if you can stretch a boundary or two. Wave to someone. Smile. Make eye contact. You may know this about me. I don't make a lot of eye contact even when I'm up here. It's easier for me to think with my eyes closed. Anyway, same goes on the cushion. Just like out there, what would it be like if you could hold yourself in kindness? What would it be like if you could notice that you're chewing on something and then just so gently and softly let it go? And there's 84,000 meditation techniques. Maybe not officially, but there's a lot. There's so many. But what if your technique could just be meeting whatever is arising with kindness, with letting go? You know this about your own mind, that thoughts are constantly arising and passing away. Feelings are constantly arising and passing away. Nothing's stable. And when you want a thought to stay, it disappears. And when you want a thought to disappear, it stays. Everything is changing. Don't grab on, don't cling, don't resist. Just watch the show. Let it come and let it go. As you can tell, I've gotten way far afield of the original talk, and now I'm not even really sure what I wanted to say. Just to wrap up what's on the board, I just wanted to share with you one way of thinking about the synergy between sila, samadhi, and panya is the view. Panya, the wise view, offers us a way of thinking about and framing our life and our practice around this idea of letting go. Our meditation practice can give us direct experience of what it's like to chew on something, to gnaw on something, and then to let it go. What does that feel like? And then our conduct, our daily life, allows us to see ways in which we can let go and see the harmony of these three. Watching it happen in real time. What's going on? Am I doing a thing? Can I let go here? Or maybe I need to engage. Hey, what's happening here? This doesn't seem right. So, all right. Time for sitting. Thank you so much for your attention and your toleration. I appreciate it. I hope something I said today was helpful, and if not, I invite you to please just let it go.